Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Thanks for joining me. Here's a look at your Monday evening planner. We have some snow showers moving their way through North Dakota as the warm-ups beginning out to the west. Those are growing pains. So some warmer temperatures are in store. A detailed forecast comes up right now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, thanks again to you for watching, and thanks again to my fine sponsors at Robert Gibb and Sons. I got to tell you that temperatures outside are pretty frightful. Here we're comparing Fargo with a temperature right now, or feels like temperature, that wind chill of 4 degrees, but at least it's above zero, and it feels like 32 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, even a little bit colder out there in Frisco, as we prepare to take on, the Bison prepare to take on those Bobcats from Montana State. By the way, Kalispell in the cold air with us as well. And look at the cold air sinking all the way down south. Jackson, Mississippi feels like 24 right now. A 22-degree feels like temperature in Atlanta. As we take a look at the latest radar, we do see that we have some snow showers in our neck of the woods here, making their way through portions of the Dakotas now, sneaking in. We'll go ahead and zoom in the central parts of North Dakota. Snow showers making their way into Rugby, Bismarck, all the way out to Steele and Kidder County. Not here in the FM area right now, as we're enjoying blue skies aplenty here, but the view out to the west showing that we do have some concerns out with regards to some light snow shower activity there. Road conditions shows at least partial coverage of snow out in the western parts of North Dakota. We're talking Watford City all the way out to Williston, and the capital city right now as well, seeing a little bit of snow in the Bismarck area as we get ready to head into that evening commute. So here's a look at Bismarck. We do see some purple on the area roads in and around the capital city. This is a view from the Capitol building. You can see here from the top, it's up in the clouds a little bit, so it looks a little hazier than maybe down on the ground, but there's certainly a little bit of a decrease in the visibility out there as we look into the Bismarck area. Now, as we look up towards Towner here in the area of north central North Dakota, here is what it looks like in Williston. We'll go there first. You can certainly see that the snow has moved through. It's not heavy, but we do have some reduction in visibility and a little bit of coverage and ice on area roads. This is the Blaisdell area near the Highway 2 corridor there, or along the Highway 2 corridor, and again, some snowy conditions. Now, that goes all the way out to not far from Rugby, and this is what it looks like in Rugby. Even though the conditions there are showing to be pretty fair, there's at least some coverage on Highway 2 out there in that vicinity. So keep that in mind as you're heading through. Here's a look at what it looks like from the Fessenden area. A little bit of a cloudy day there, but then you get into the Fargo and the Devil's Lake to Grand Forks area, and we actually have some good old-fashioned sunshine on our shoulders and temperatures warmer than Hutch thought that we would see for the day today. Here's Fessenden, by the way, if you're on that Highway 2 corridor, and things there a little bit on the gray side as well. So that's a look at our area roads in our area. Nothing too terrible out there, but certainly some snow showers with the warm-up taking place out to the west. Our main impact as far as weather goes over the next 24 hours is going to be here, and it's going to be the showers of snow. How far east do they propagate as we head into the overnight hours? Here is that hour-by-hour forecast. Let's take you to the latest on that, and we'll get you on the road so you can get ready for game day out there in Texas. All right, here's a look at the very latest radar. And again, I want to point this out. This is the latest model run. It's showing nothing of these snow showers here. So this model here, I would say, is not initializing very well. Let's check another model here and see if we have at least some representation of what's going on with the snow showers. And I'm seeing nothing on that as well. So these snow showers are not really a surprise, but models not showing them very intricately here in the forecast. Let's look at one more and see if we got it. Here we go. Here's a little bit of snow shower activity moving through the central part of the state as we go into the overnight hours. Notice how they press south just a little bit as high pressure moves in behind it. So that means by daybreak tomorrow, high pressure means some sunshine. Warmer temperatures will start working their way into the western Dakotas tomorrow, but here in the eastern part of the state, I can't rule out a flurry from this little system working its way through. Hi, Nathan. Good to have you on board. And I want to say a big thank you, a heartfelt thank you to all of you who have, well, shared gifts with Hutch this year. Thank you for the mail, the cards, and everything. I do appreciate it very much. All right, now as we head out into the latter part of your Tuesday into the evening hours, high pressure parks right over the central Dakotas, clearing skies, and we'll eventually see a southerly wind taking hold. And as that warm-up happens, we will have some growing pains to worry about. So with regards to those growing pains, I'm going to switch this out to a model that does go out just a little bit farther. And we'll take a look at the European model because we do have some late week chances of snow. Real quickly, here's a cold front making its way in on Thursday. So from Thursday morning, this cold front will be pushing in the low pressure center way up to the north. Nothing heavy, but a sharp band of light to moderate snow will be moving through the area on Thursday. Be ready for that. Behind it, gusty north winds could cause some blowing and a little bit of a setback in a warm up, but it will indeed warm up as we go through the late week. Now, here's the main event. This comes Saturday, an Alberta Clipper. See that? This one has some wind, it has some snow, and warm enough for mixed precipitation potentially. Saturday is the day we talked about last night that could bring us the best chance for some accumulation of snow with wind as it works its way through. This is a second day in a row that we're seeing this system on multiple models being impactful here in our area as we go into the weekend. It does move through, but not super fast. So that means we could get at least a couple of inches of snow in a few places. We'll keep you posted on that. For now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I do want to point out, if you head on over to hutchesweather.com, it's a great place for you to check out the very latest with regards to what's going on in the weather. Hutchesweather.com. Some of you sharing some spectacular photo uploads like these. More northern lights out there again as we went through the nighttime hours last night. Heidi sharing from the Bemidji area. Gorgeous colors. Not only that, Heidi, thank you for uploading your audio file. That did not get approved on the page because it was just really difficult to hear. But sometimes when we get the northern lights, you can hear some chirping on the wires, and that's what was recorded by Heidi. Beautiful scenes out there with the clearing skies and the cold temperatures. Thank you so very, very much for sharing like this Twin Valley view of some spectacular northern lights out there. And you know what? You, Melissa, you, Heidi, so brave for going out in the cold weather and braving that during the overnight hours. Again, thanks for uploading all of your photos. We're talking sundogs aplenty, northern lights, and, well, a lot of wintry scenery around these parts. For now, I am meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I'll have a detailed update as we head into the evening hours, what you can expect. But nationally, we have one mess of a storm system working its way off the mid-Atlantic states now. And behind that storm system, roads that have just been whacked. And still some road closures across portions of Missouri, all the way across now, making its way through the nation's capital is this storm system. Check this out as we go ahead and wrap up this broadcast. You could see winter storm warnings for the nation's capital. We have freeze warnings, freezing weather expected along the coastal areas of the Gulf Coast states, as Hutch has been talking about for the last several days, all the way from Tallahassee, Gainesville, Tampa, all the way out towards, well, southern parts of Texas, all the way down to San Antone. Then as we take a look up in the storm impacted area, Washington, D.C. to Philly, heavy bands of snow moving through. There could be a narrow band of some freezing going on in places as well. So from Philly to Pittsburgh, all the way through West Virginia, we're seeing the storm system work its way finally off the East Coast tonight. It is very impactful, and widespread 1 foot snowfall totals or greater all along its path from Kansas through Missouri, through all the southern reaches of Indiana. Indianapolis, by the way, picking up huge snow, as did Cincinnati, picking up nearly a foot of snow as that system worked its way off the mid-Atlantic states. We can check and see if we have any questions by you, the viewers here, as we wrap up this broadcast. Shirley, thank you for watching from Moorhead. Leroy, good to have you on board. Thank you so very much. Watching from NC, North Carolina, Drain, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching. I hope you're staying safe out there. Look at this. NC, well, I'll tell you what, there's some serious Richmond weather up there as we look up into your neighbors to the north. And Greensboro, we do have winter weather advisories on the northern portions of North Carolina as well. So I appreciate all of you watching from North Dakota, Minnesota, and beyond. It's definitely chilly across the northern plains. It does continue, although we're on a little bit of a downhill side here as we're going to see. We've seen the coldest of it for now, but it doesn't mean it's not going to get cold again soon, because that is what it looks like. I'll have details on all of that coming up right here. You're watching Hutch's Weather. Go Bison! I heard the word, and it's all good. So I do believe the horse duvers are getting warmed up right now in the Johnson household, and we're going to have a little fun watching some game, and I hope you do as well. Have a good night. Go Bison!